At NUH Panto, we do pride ourselves on not charging for entrance tickets. The reasons that we do this is that we like to be able to make sure our show is accessible to all. We pride the fact that we can put this performance on for members of staff and their families. We sometimes have patients attending from the children's wards. And we're also reaching out to local organisations such as the Scouts and the Brownies. We also have a lot of Girl Guides and community groups that attend on regular basis each year, and we're able to provide that service, so it allows us to develop links between the trust and the community. So here at NUH Panto, we aim to put on a good, entertaining show, but at the same time we do like to try and raise money that we can then spend across the trust to try and enhance patients' experiences. After each Panto season, we contact members of staff around the trust asking them if they have any what they seem worthwhile projects, which we then get together as a committee and determine what we would like to try and spend that money on.
My name's Andrew Bird. I'm a pain nurse specialist at NUH. So I approached my colleagues, and it was identified that we needed a privacy screen in the X-ray clinic that's held at the City Hospital. So the privacy screens made a big difference to the X-ray clinic. It means that the patients now have their own separate areas for male and female. So with the remaining funds that were donated, we bought some CDs to use in the acupuncture clinics. It's really important that the patients can relax during their treatment, and the music from the CDs allow them to do that.
I'm Sarah Elborn, and I am an infant feeding project lead, which means I'm a midwife with a specialist role with feeding babies. So the Infant Feeding Cafe is an informal drop-in clinic really, where any mum with a newborn baby can come along and just chat about feeding. If they have any particular questions or problems, they can come and ask us, whether they're breastfeeding or bottle feeding their babies. And it's an informal sort of atmosphere where they can come and have a cup of coffee and just to chat to other mums. The first time it was to set up the cafe, so I bought pillows and breastfeeding cushions, some cups and plates, and little footstools for the mums to put their feet on, and just to make it nice for the mums. And then after about a year, we decided that we wanted some funding for some leaflets for every mum to go home with when they're discharged from hospital, so that they know where to come if they run into any problems. So it really helps women if they run into a few problems or just have some issues about feeding. They love it, they always speak very highly of it, so that's helped the midwives as well.
I'm Angie, I'm one of the senior midwives on Labour Suite at the Queen's Medical Centre campus. I've been a member of Panto for quite a number of years, so when I knew that there were some funds and they were going to be distributed throughout the hospital, I basically put in a bid to see if we could have initially some money for bean bags for women to use on midwifery-led care, because we got a new pool room and we wanted to create a facility that women could be in a comfortable situation to have their babies, as opposed to being on a hard bed. And then this year I've requested some more funding, because on midwifery-led care we needed a cold water tank so that we could offer cold drinks to women in labour. Much more comfortable, it's a huge difference. Most women it's really important that women are hydrated in labour. If they're not hydrated, it can actually slow the labour down, so that's really crucial. So there are lots of situations where a unit or a department needs cash, and we're in a time of austerity at the moment. There's not a lot of cash around, and so if you can have even a small amount of money that will make a difference to people's experience in the trust, then that's what it's about. I think the great thing about Panto is it's a huge organisation, NUH. You come across different people, but you really only know the people that work in your department. Through Panto, I've met loads of different people in lots of different parts of the hospital. It's great team feeling to be part of that group. You know, it's a performance that's valued by patients, that's valued by staff, and that is valued by the wider public. And it's a really feel-good thing to be able to put on and offer to people. And people have been in the past have been extremely generous, and they're generous because they know that people take time out of their own curriculum for no fee, just to put on something special, really, once a year. I love it. I'm an absolute pantaholic. Yeah.
Hopefully you've had a very enjoyable show. Thank you very much for supporting us, and we hope to see you again next year.